And this problem tells me solve tangent x times sine squared x equals 2 tangent x. And then it tells me this symbol is new. They call it x is the element of this interval. X is an answer between 0 and 2 pi. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do, I recognize it's a power of 2, so let's go ahead and get everything to one side so it's set equal to 0. I'm going to subtract this. And it's kind of weird, but I'm going to put it like way over here. And the reason why I'm doing that, so it's not underneath this tangent of x, and I want you to be tempted to use that. So I have tangent x sine squared x minus 2 tangent x equals 0. What do you guys notice that are in both of those? Okay. So let's go ahead and factor out the tangent x. So tangent x is my greatest common factor. What's left? Sine squared x minus 2 equals 0. Here I have two factors. Now I can just apply the zero product rule. What does that mean? Tangent of x equals 0, and sine squared x minus 2 equals 0. You can do the inverse. Inverse of tangent of 0 equals x. Remember, tangent is y over x. I'm thinking of a location where tangent is 0. So y over x. Where is that? 0 and pi, right? Because it's 0 divided by 1, 0 divided by negative 1 gives you a 0. And we had said that we're not going to include 2 pi because it's the same coterminal as 0. So we're going to write down x equals 0 and pi. Let's go ahead and solve this problem. I'm going to add 2. Sine squared x equals 2. Remember, if you need to rewrite this one, you can. I'm going to take the square root. We're left with sine of x equals plus or minus radical 2. And if you switch these, I'm going to get the inverse of, I'm going to split it up here. Radical 2 equals x, and the inverse of sine negative radical 2 equals x. Did you see what I did there? This one is a positive, and this one's a negative. That's interesting. Is there any value on the unit circle that has sine to be a positive radical 2? Well, I see this, but this is radical 2 over 2. That means for this one, there's no solution. There's no place on the unit circle that it is radical 2 or negative radical 2. Let me show you a quick explanation. If you drew the graph of sine, where does it go? Where does it start?
0.
Starts at 0, goes up to what?
1.
Oh no, looks like my student's graph. So it starts here at 0, then goes to where? 1, 0, negative 1, 0, right? So that basically means that it has a maximum of 1 and a minimum negative 1. Radical 2, though, is like 1.4. Class, does the graph intersect that line? And it doesn't intersect negative 1.4. That's why it's no solution. Therefore, our answers for this problem are between 0 and pi.